transported to another world. You see a vast desert. The sand stretches out as far as you can see in all directions. The sun beats down on you mercilessly, and you feel the heat radiating up from the ground. Steps forward, you notice a strange figure in the distance. It appears to be a person, but their body is made entirely of sand. They stand perfectly still, almost like a statue. As you approach the figure, you notice that it appears to be a mystical being with shimmering scales covering its body and a long tail. Its eyes glint in the dim light, and it regards you with a curious expression. Attention is drawn to the orb in your hand. Ah, I see that you have found the orb of souls. It is a powerful artifact, capable of great things in the right hands. Taken from its rightful place in the realm, and that it must be returned in order to restore balance. She also warns you, the journey to do so will not be easy. Many dangers lie ahead. However, the Guardian says, I sense great potential within you. If you are willing to take on this quest, I will guide you as best I can. Do you accept the quest? 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 Yes or no?
Yes.
As you say yes, the Guardian steps aside, gesturing for you to pass. You continue down the path, still surrounded by the beautiful and otherworldly scenery. Now you are in a vast, open field. The grass is tall and sways gently in the breeze. The sky above you is a brilliant shade of blue, with fluffy clouds scattered about. In the distance you can see a forest, and beyond that, a a range of mountains. The guardian is nowhere to be seen. As you approach the forest now, you notice the trees are much taller and thicker than any forest you've seen before. The leaves are a bright shade of green, and they rustle in the wind, creating a gentle whispering sound. The ground is covered in soft moss, and you can hear the faint sound of a nearby stream. The air is cool and fresh, and you can smell the sweet scent of wildflowers. The forest seems inviting and peaceful, but also mysterious and unknown. Approach the stream. You notice that the water is crystal clear, and you can see small fish swimming around. The sound of the water flowing is very calming, and you can feel a refreshing breeze. You also notice there are rocks that you could sit on and relax by the stream if you wish to take a break. You find a large, flat rock by the stream and take a seat. The sound of the running water is soothing, and the sunlight filters through the trees above, dappling the ground around you. You take a deep breath of the fresh air and feel a sense of peace wash over you. As you lean towards the stream to drink the water is clear and cold. The refreshing taste of water quenches your thirst, and you feel refreshed. After drinking your fill, you sit back on the rock, feeling the cool breeze blowing through your hair. It is a peaceful moment, and you take a few deep breaths to relax and take it all in. The trees around you are tall and densely packed, filtering the sunlight and casting the area in a dappled shade. The stream is clear and cool, flowing over smooth stones and creating a gentle babbling sound. Smooth stones, babbling sound. Smooth stones, babbling sound. There are some small animals rustling in the underbrush, and the occasional bird chirping in the trees. You feel a sense of calm and tranquility in this peaceful setting. You approach the animals notice that they are not afraid of you. In fact, they seem to welcome your presence. A group of deer gather around you, their large, curious eyes watching you with interest. A family of rabbits hop over and join the deer, followed by squirrels who climb up a nearby tree and they chatter excitedly at you. It's almost as if they are waiting for you to do something. Do you say hello? Do you say hello?
Yes.
Do you say hello? 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 You greet them with a friendly hello. But they seem wary of you. They keep their distance from you. The deer take a few steps back, while the birds fly up into the trees. Oh no! You notice that one of the rabbits seems more curious than the others, however, and it hops a little closer to you. Hop, 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 hop. As you approach the rabbit, it scurries away into the brush. You hear a faint rustling sound coming from the nearby bushes. As you get closer, a small bird flies out from the bush and lands on a nearby tree branch. You notice that there's something in the bush, but you can't make it out. What is it? What is it? You can't make it out from where you are standing. As you approach the rustling, you see a small group of squirrels standing around the tree. They seem to be chattering excitedly about something. One of the squirrels notices you and scurries up to your feet. Hello there, it says in a high-pitched voice. We have been waiting for you. We have something important to show you. The squirrel gestures for you to follow it, and the other squirrels scamper up the tree and disappear into the branches. Disappear into the branches. The lead squirrel takes you to a small clearing in the woods where a patch of mushrooms is growing. It points to the mushrooms and says, "We found these growing here, and they think they might be magical, and we believe them. We have been watching the mushrooms for a while, observing as they glow at night. The squirrel looks up at you, expectantly, as if waiting for you to do something. You hold up the orb of souls. The squirrel takes a step back. Oh no! Looking at you, with its beady eyes, it scurries up a nearby tree and disappears among the leaves. Disappears among the leaves. As you approach the mushrooms, you notice that they do seem to be glowing. A soft light, like the light emanating from the orb in your hand. The mushrooms seem to be drawn to the orb. They start to move towards you. They get closer and closer a tiny face, and they seem to be looking up at you expectantly. You hold out the orb, and one of the mushrooms reaches up and touches it with a tiny hand. And the mushroom begins to grow. And grow. And grow. And it becomes as tall as you are. Mushrooms follow suit. Soon there is a small army of giant mushrooms surrounding you. They seem to be waiting for your next move. That completes the Orb of Souls Part 2. Part 2 of a 3-part saga. It is a guided meditation text adventure. Please come back next year to hear the conclusion of this thrilling meditation. Thank you all. Thank you. This is Mike Maxwell, and I'm Robert Schneider, and we are Dronologue. And I wanted to make a couple of quick notes. Last year, Mike tuned his modular synth to my singing bowl. I bought this singing bowl in 1991 in Boulder, Colorado, the year Mike was born. I've had it as long as he's been alive. And this year, he tuned VCV Rack modular synth and made a patch that's tuned to, we analyzed the bowl with a spectral analyzer, and then he set up his synthesizer to be in the tone, so these are in sync. And also, we have a mathematics and music lab at Michigan Tech. We're both professors there. Mike's in the sound program and I'm in math. And we invented a new kind of reverb, AI-generated reverb. We were working with 2 programmers at Tech, so we used our AI-generated reverb impulse in this composition too. And so that was kind of a cool thing about it as well, as it's the first time that we've used it, or anybody's used it, or that it's been like in existence. And so in any event, and there's other quirky things that we will tell you about this composition next year, and interesting facts about it after the conclusion of it. Thank you all very, very much, and have a great Yoop Fest.